Welcome to Project Return Online Classroom. I'm Miss Kerstin, and today we're going to be making some autumn leaves to decorate for the fall. Let's get started today. So for this project we are going to need some colored paper of any kind, so I picked out a couple different colors for this project. You will need some glue for our first step of drawing out the leaves, some chalk pastels if you have them to color them in, and some scissors we will need to cut out the leaves individually. So for this I used some reference images I had printed, but you can look up any fall leaves on your computer or phone as well. But for this we will just get started in drawing out our shapes in glue. So using the liquid glue, I'm just going to get really creative here and go in for creating those shapes. Doesn't matter how thick or thin the glue is, we'll see the effect once it's dry that I'll show you guys if you prefer one way or the other. But just getting our shapes down for our leaves, adding in any details that we like. So I will let you guys watch as we create these shapes here today for our leaves, and I'll come back to describe a little more. So now I've finished drawing out my leaves in glue. I will let that sit and dry. You want to at least wait a couple hours for these to dry, but I let them sit overnight just to make sure. But coming back the next day, we have our dried glue all finished here. You can see in a couple areas where it was thicker or thinner, so you can do your design however you like. Next, we're going to move on to the chalk pastel part of this piece. You can take them and easily wipe them off if they're a little dirty, but just adding in the colors to the inside of our leaves, filling them in as much as you like. I liked using the chalk pastels for this piece because you can kind of see that the pastel doesn't stick to the glue, which is a cool effect that we will have when we're done with it. But you can use any sort of materials for this project if you don't have chalk. You can use markers, paint, color pencil, whatever you like. There's tons of different options for this. So I'm just adding in some more colors, kind of deciding what shading, what effects I want for my leaves. You can always come back in and add more color on top of this as well, so you have lots of options. But you can easily blend it together with just your fingers, or you can use a paper towel or something if you want to get a little less messy. But sometimes it's fun to get messy as well. So blending in these colors, I will let you guys sit and enjoy how these leaves come together for a bit, and I'll come back to talk about the final project. So finishing up our last leaf here, you can see I got a little creative with some of the color choices, which is always fun to try something new as well. But finishing up our pieces, for chalk pastel, one thing you can do if you have a fixative to make sure the chalk sticks to the paper, spray those, and then when you're done, cut them out and you have your final fall leaves to decorate for the new season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this lesson today. Make sure to check back with Project Return for more classes, and I will see you soon.